When was the last time you intentionally became uncomfortable? When was the last time you actually sat down and said, that's a fear of mine? How do I break that down and overcome that so that I can be invincible?
James Lawrence completed one of the most incredible athletic achievements of all time.
He has redefined the definition of impossible.
50 races in 50 states in 50 days. Why did you choose to do this?
To grow, we need to become uncomfortable intentional. Only then will you meet the best version of yourself.
When we're in the middle of something hard, when we're grinding, we can't see past that moment. But when we do, we have that breakthrough, we get to the other side, we look back and we go, that wasn't so bad. I've learned, I've grown, I've experienced, I'm gaining confidence, I'm gaining momentum. If you just keep showing up every day, I promise you, you'll succeed. The only way to fail is to quit, to stop showing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Lawrence, the Iron Cowboy.
I grew up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Yes, I love that there's always like three. Three were like really excited Canadians. I got to go to the Calgary Stampede every single year. They announce this contest. They say, hey, we want to find out who can ride the giant Ferris wheel for the entire 10 days of the Stampede. I grew up a wrestler, I'm mentally tough, and for the next 10 days, I just went round and round. And about halfway through, I got a message there like, hey, you didn't show up for work, you're fired. And so I had this new incentive to win the contest, which was $10,000. And I was shocked when I saw people getting off the ride, and I realized they weren't comfortable with the conversations they were having with themselves. How many of us are guilty of living in the future, creating the worst case scenario, and giving it all of our power and all of our attention? And it's distracting us from right here, right now, and making progress in the now. And I sat there and I started to plan, and for 10 days I said, this is gonna be my destiny, my future. I'm gonna be the greatest athlete in the entire world.
I was so excited, I told everybody, and then I got mocked for having such a big goal, for having such big dreams. They said, that's impossible, can't be done. Your bones, your ligaments, your tendons, your muscles, they can't handle 140 miles a day, you will break. So I sat down with all the professionals. I said, hey, this is my experience, this is what I want to do. What do you think? And the doctors, they said, well, we think you're gonna die. And so I stopped talking to doctors. Like, woo! I need to surround myself with people that believe in what I'm doing.
We averaged less than 4 hours of sleep a night for 7 weeks. I had to consume 12,000 calories a day. We started in Alaska, went to Hawaii. Every single day, new experiences, new surroundings, new people, new chaos, new confusion. I quickly learned that persistence and resilience only come from having been given a chance to work through difficult problems. I want to introduce you guys to a friend of mine. His name's Dayton, and this kid is special. He was born with a condition that's called cerebral palsy. And I saw through social media he likes to do triathlons. So I called up his parents. I said, hey, can we do an Ironman together? Does he want to be part of the world record? And she said yes, and I got to meet Dayton. And when I got on site, his dad walks up and he's super excited and he leans in and he says, I'm so proud of you guys. James, I just think you should know Dayton might have a seizure. If he has a seizure, don't worry about it, just keep swimming. And he walks away. Instantly terrified. And in that moment, the gun goes off. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is happening. And I grab the rope, I tie it around my waist, I jump in, I start swimming. And now I'm panicking. I'm looking back, I'm like, what's Dayton doing? Is he okay? Is he having that seizure? And every time I look back as I'm swimming, I could see his face. And then I realized his eyes were closed. And then it hit me, dude's a genius. He's taking a nap. He's getting ready for the bike ride. I had a choice. I could either worry about the seizure that probably wasn't gonna happen, or I could swim as hard as I could. Because that's what I could control. That's what was gonna move the needle. In your businesses, you have to realize what's gonna move the needle, what you can and where you can't control, and you get to choose where you put your focus and your attention. see the next challenge until you're ready for it. And that's why you have to keep pushing, because that's how you evolve. That's how you grow. That's how you gain knowledge and experience.
I promise you this, the voices in our head, they're never going away. We will always try to negotiate with ourselves. Life is about winning and managing those conversations and gaining experience and getting better and better at winning that dialogue and silencing that terrible voice.
Everybody's heart is different, but it's okay. In fact, there's somebody in this room right now, their heart is going to be waking up tomorrow and starting their day. If you can win the conversations with yourself, you become invincible, you become more productive, you become one of the greatest assets to any company in the world. I challenge you with everything that you do to go all in, to defy logic, and to change your legacy. Thank you.